Hi guys, what's up? It's Alex and we're back with another round of the WTCC Multiclass on race 07. This time it is the Marrakech circuit in Morocco. Here we are, the lights are on and they're out now. We get a horrible start once again, just like the last race. I forgot to point out the last race though, we get a really bad start. But once we get up to speed, the Sayre is quite fast. Going down into turn 1, a very tricky turn 1, just because it is just such a tricky corner to get perfect. But just trying to brake onto the correct braking points, but just getting round here, going down the inside of Giovanardi. Very lucky to get the move done there, otherwise he might have turned in and it might have ended up in a bit of a crash, but we got the move done, which is the good thing. And going down the back straight, which is I think the second longest straight or the third longest straight in this, maybe it might even be the longest straight. They got some really long straights on this circuit. This is such a tricky corner to get right. The Alfa Romeo dives down the inside, he pushes me offline. I had to go across the infield and sort of the infield to make sure that I don't lose much time, because obviously there wasn't really anything I could have done there. I got pushed off. The AI are very aggressive in this game, which is always a good thing. Now braking, and then up down the back straight away, and we've got to put all of our speed down this back straight away. Obviously the car in front and behind me are both the older 87 touring cars, and they're fast in a straight line. Even though I have got a pretty fast car in my hands as well, I've got the Seat Leon TDI. I'm going to have to be fast through here. I go through there quite well, really good run through there. Pulled away a lot from the car behind and really good run, going side by side with the Alfa Romeo down to the second of the chicane. Having to brake really early just to make sure I get through it. Oh, the Alfa Romeo is so close to bidding it into the wall. He just about gets it done. But now we're going to try and dive down the inside going into the final corner. Brake, brake, brake. We got the move done. We've locked up a little bit. He's not going to have quite the overlap to get past us back on the inside. In fact, he lost quite a bit of time there. And we got quite a good run out the final corner, setting a lap time just over 2 minutes. And now having to brake down to turn 1 any second now. Very tricky corner to get right, especially when you're going at 130 miles an hour. Brake, 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 turn in. Missed the apex a bit because the Alfa Romeo dived it down the inside and just squeeze out the Alfa Romeo there. We don't want him to get in the position going down here, because if he gets a good run up through that corner, he's going to be really fast down here. Now brake, brake, brake. Any second now into this, probably the trickiest turn of the whole track. There is massive amount of tyres piled on the inside and outside, I think, of this corner. We're braking down to about 50 miles an hour, going through quite slowly, and we've still hit the tyres. Oh, that just went from bad to worse there, hitting the tyres, and a massive fail on my part. I just misjudged that a little bit, trying to dive down the inside of the Alfa Romeo there. That is never going to work through there. Too wide would never work. Down the back section of the track, getting up to about 130 miles an hour again. But once again, this BMW behind me has got a great run off the final corner back onto this back straight, and is closing up on me all the time now, just accelerating down this back section, braking through here. This is probably my favourite corner of the track, because I can just run through it so much quicker than the other cars. And just getting the move done on the Alfa Romeo, getting that position done is always good. And now we're into the lead as we're going through the second one, but we get that one slightly a bit wrong, going over the curbing. The Alfa Romeo and the BMW right there to take up all the spoils if I crash into the wall once again. Brake down to the final turn, locking up the brakes. Just got to get a good run at this final corner, just about getting a better run at the final corner, cutting across the Alfa Romeo's nose to make sure that he doesn't get the position, because if he gets the position, then he's got a better run down the straight, and it just never goes good for me at that point. So now going down to turn 1, we're going to make sure that we don't lock up too much going down into here, and just about getting through there a little bit slower than before, just because we don't want to crash into anything. And now trying to accelerate away, the Alfa Romeo has got the better run off the corner, and he's just got the position there. He's got the position on me, and now we're going to be breaking down into another one of the, I think I said lap before, this is probably the trickiest zone on the track. It's just got the tyre walls on the inside and the outside, but I think I've got a BMW coming up my inside here. I think, whoa, look how fast he's gone through there. The BMW stormingly late brakes, and just getting through there this time without hitting the tyre wall. And we've got the Vauxhall Vectra British touring car from Fabrizio Giovanardi behind us now. And Just trying to get past this BMW. It's going to be a tricky one. This back straight, he's got a better run off the corner, but you can see now I've got the Vauxhall Vectra for company behind me. Half second to the car in front, half second to the car behind. But the car in front of me is a lot faster in a straight line, so I've got to take that into account. I'm going to be braking down into the right left, I think it is. Right left, yeah, this is my favourite corner on the track. Just getting a really good run through there. Not getting the greatest run through there as I did on the other laps. I got a quite good run, but now we're getting alongside the BMW. Not quite enough though, because he now pulls ahead and brakes really late. He hits the wall on the outside and we just get the better run off the corner, but this now means the Alfa Romeo has escaped, but we've got back up into second position, and not a bad start to this championship whatsoever. Breaking down through the final corner, we're going to end up in second position in the second race of the championship. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the race. There is my set if you haven't seen it before. And there we are, second position, two podium positions, top two finishes in the first races. So there are the results. Second position, 1.111 behind. Second place, not bad whatsoever. 8 points on the board, puts me up into 18 in total. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. It's been Alex and Matt here. Goodbye.